morning, this is Bob Mason from FX Empire and welcome to the daily crypto tech review of Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin and Ripple's XRP. We'll be looking at the MACDs, the moving averages and the day's support, resistance and pivot levels. It is Monday the 28th of September. Jumping straight into Bitcoin against the US dollar and the hourly candlesticks being a particularly bullish start to the day for Bitcoin. We've seen Bitcoin break through the first major resistance level sitting at 10,887 and the second major resistance level sitting at 10,970 before pulling back. Going to need to see Bitcoin avoid a fallback through that first major resistance level to support another run at that second major resistance level to target 11,000 levels on the day. Barring an extended rally through the day, resistance at 11,000 should pin Bitcoin back. Failure to avoid a fallback through that first major resistance level would bring the day's pivot level at 10,740 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Bitcoin should steer clear of the first major support level sitting at 10,657. Looking at the MACDs, widening of the bullish histograms this morning, supportive of this early breakout, and looking at the EMAs, we're seeing the 50 pull away from the 100 and the 200, suggestive of a bullish day ahead. So key through the early part of the day, avoid a fall through the first major resistance level to then bring that second major resistance level and 11,000s into play. Moving across to Ethereum against the US dollar, relatively bullish start to the morning here. Going to need to see Ethereum avoid a fall through the pivot 355.89 to support a run at the first major resistance level sitting at 364.74. Going to need to see an extended crypto rally, however, for Ethereum to break out from this morning's high and yesterday's high 362.86. So barring an extended rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level to pin Ethereum back. In the event of a breakout, we've got the 38.2% fib at 367 to limit any upside. Fall through the pivot level will bring the first major support level sitting at 348.93 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Ethereum should avoid sub 340s. Second major support level sits at 340.08. Looking at the MACDs, we've got a widening of the bullish histograms this morning, supportive of the early move northwards. More importantly, we're seeing a possible bullish cross of the 50 through the 200 that would support a breakout on the day. So avoiding the pivot level at 355.89 and a breakout from yesterday's high 362.86 would bring the first major resistance level and that 38.2% fib into play. Moving across to Litecoin against the US dollar, it's been a bullish start to the morning. Litecoin's already tested the first major resistance level sitting at 46.94. So going to need to see Litecoin avoid a fall through the morning low and the pivot level at 45.77 to support another run at the first major resistance level sitting at 46.94. Barring an extended rally on the day, should see that first major resistance level continue to pin Litecoin back. In the event of a breakout, got the second major resistance level sitting at 47.8 that would likely come into play. A fall through the pivot level would bring the first major support level sitting at 44.91 into play. Barring a crypto sell-off, Litecoin should avoid the second major support level sitting at 43.74. Looking at the MACDs, we've got a widening of the bullish histograms following yesterday's bullish cross, supportive of this early move northwards. Looking at the EMA, we're seeing a possible bullish cross of 50 through the 200, which would support a breakout on the day and bring that second major resistance level at 47.8 into play. Finally, looking at Ripple's XRP against the US dollar, tracking the broader market moving northwards this morning. Going to need to see Ripple's XRP avoid the pivot at 0.2419 to support a run at the first major resistance level. This is 0.2463. Going to need to see support from the broader market for Ripple's XRP to break out from this morning's high of 0.24547. So barring extended rally, expect that first major resistance level to cap any upside. In the event of a breakout, the second major resistance level sitting at 0.2492 and resistance at 0.25 to limit any upside on the day. Fall through the pivot, bring the first major support level sitting at 0.2389 into play. Barring a crypto sell-off, should see Ripple's XRP steer well clear of sub 0.23s. Second major support level at 0.2345 should limit any downside. Looking at the MACDs, we've got a widening of the bullish histograms, supportive of this upward move from late yesterday. And we've got a slight widening of the 50 from the 100 and the 200, supportive of a move northwards. So avoiding the pivot level and getting through that first major resistance level should bring the second major resistance level and 0.25 into play.